All right, there we go. All right, waiting on everybody to pop back up in here. All right. Still showing 0. I got 1 on this one. All right. Good morning, Lynn.
Still showing 0.
Good morning, Miss Lynn. Hey, Miss Italian, you're back, I see. How is everybody? And Lynn, I'm doing okay. I've been sick. I've had a really bad head cold to the point of I've been taking a lot of over-the-counter medicine. It is unreal how bad this mess has been. I've not tasted my coffee for 4 straight days. Third of its kind, good morning. Hey, y'all keep Carol in your prayers too. Her grandson had oral surgery this morning. She may or may not be on. So I think she's got him resting at home. Yeah, it's not just yours. Red Cactus and I were talking about it this morning, and she's talking about just the inability to breathe, like there's something funky in the air. And so there's definitely something going on. But I think I'm not like opposed to the idea that the government is like spraying us with chemtrails, and that is not the reason we're having the problems. But I think also that the weather we're having in Texas is contributing to it some, because in Texas right now the weather is unpredictable. You do not know whether to wear long pants or whether to wear friggin' shorts. It is terrible. Yeah, I had to change phones, and here's the deal. Last night my dad called me. I got to catch all up on so much stuff. My dad called me last night just to touch base with me and to see if we were going live. Well, when he made the phone call, I was juggling a bunch of crap trying to get mine and Deuce's stuff in from grilling with the neighbors. So I dropped my phone, which shattered it. I'm talking about my screen is fucked up. She did me too. Ugh, Lynn, bad. I hope she's doing okay. So, you guys can see and hear me, and apparently the picture does not portray that it's messed up. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to go live and have my camera front facing where you can see my face because of the cracks. So y'all going to have to let me tweak it, and y'all just going to have to deal with looking at my flag this morning. Do you understand? I can't help it. And I want to show you, look at my plants. Look how fast they're growing now. We are getting rain every single day. Every single day. You guys hit that like button for me real quick. Yeah, well, that's all right. That's my flag. That's the flag that we flew, that Deuce and I flew at the retreat where we were in front of Harley Davidson. And the flagpole has still got everybody's signatures from the retreat. So it means a lot, and it's going to fly regardless. It's there. All we have had is rain. We have had so much rain that I can't hang clothes out. I can't, the weather's flip-flopping as far as temperature is concerned. You can't do nothing. You can't plan nothing. The garden likes it, but that's it. I've not been fussing too much about it because I'm trying not to fuss too much about it because I know there's places where the rain just isn't. Not everybody's getting the rain. So, and I especially like where uh Red Cactus is. She lives in the desert. I got tickled at her yesterday. She was talking about not liking the heat. And I said, you don't like the heat, but you're in the most arid place on the planet. We've had so much rainfall. We got sticks everywhere. It's crazy how much it has, how many limbs have fallen out of the trees. Come on, we can do better than 3 likes, y'all. Come on. I know y'all can do better. Yep. 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 I used to live in Georgia. It's usually hot and all by now. I mean, like, it's supposed to be like hot in Georgia, like up, just like Texas. Hell, June's almost here. And June and July and August are the hottest months in Texas. So we've had real mild weather compared to what we're used to. We're getting a lot of rain, and the temperatures are staying down, I think, because of the rain. Wendy McLean. Kelly, good morning. I can't wait to see what your next crafting gig is. Lynn, I clicked it. Hi, Kelly. I know y'all hit the like button for me. Everybody hit the like button for me. I'm showing still 3 thumbs up. And we can do better. I know we can. Now I got 4. So how is everyone, and how's things going? A couple of things I want to catch the chat up on. Number 1, I've had a massively head cold. It's been terrible. I am feeling better, but I'm still real pale. So yeah, we're not looking at me today. And number 2, I got a phone call yesterday morning from my father, and come to find out, based on what I can understand, there's 2 doctors and they're disagreeing on what he should do. I think the surgeon is leaning towards shocking his heart, and I think that his doctor is a little hesitant. And so right now they're talking about putting him back in the hospital and doing some more stuff. Not what I wanted to hear, but I'm waiting to really get a definitive answer from my dad to see what's going on. Casey said she just went for a 4-mile walk. I think with my congestion, that would just about kill me right now. My asthma, because of this weather, is acting up so bad. So, and this morning we have wind, but it's not, it really isn't the best. As you can see, I need to figure out what's going on with my flag. My neighbor's was wound up, but it came up, it got loose because of the weather. Mine seems to be stuck. So hold on a second. I'm going to go check it, y'all. I have to keep an eye on it. Yeah, and see, Wendy, that's one thing that we were talking about this morning in Red's chat. You know, her and several more, and I'm just to a point where I'm thinking that either they're chemtrailing us to death or they're freaking making us sick, one way or the other. I know that they do chemtrails, but I'm just saying, everybody's got this mess, and I don't think it really matters where you're at. So maybe it's not weather induced, you know, maybe it's not temperature induced either. I know, right, Wendy? Exactly. Yep, I just got it straight. It's much prettier now. It's flying pretty. And I'm proud of that flag. That flag right there means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. I ordered it before we left to go to the retreat, and it wound up being the best flag I think I've ever purchased. It's really sturdy to be outdoors, and it's got a lot of very important signatures on the flagpole. So I'm real picky about my flag. My child decided this morning that apparently my flag and everything had gotten knocked down, and even the stand it's in fell down. And he brought the flag in, and I asked him when he brought it in, I said, "Why did you move my flag?" He said, "Mom," he said, "the stand's turned over." He said it was laying on the ground. And I was like, okay. Well, I went outside, and sure enough, it was turned sideways, and he fixed it and put it back. So sometimes you just need to be a little patient with your kids, because he knows I have a pet peeve about it. Not only that too, but we don't like it to hit the ground because of obvious reasons. Um, right. And then in Red's chat this morning, they were talking about a medicine shortage, and the fact that meds are not readily available and things of that nature, even over the counter stuff. So, you guys, if you have medicine, please stock up on your meds, especially if they're prescription and they're RX. And if you have to have something that's over the counter, like all the sinus medicine and stuff I'm having to take right now, please stock up on your meds, because I have a feeling that there's a lot of people that's fixing to be out of medicine. Thank you, Wendy. I do too. Wendy, since you're in here and it was you, explain to the chat just a little bit in text is fine about what's going on with the medicine and what you found out, if you don't mind. Because what you have to say, everybody needs to know. You can even come in the little box if you want to. I haven't put the StreamYard link up this morning because I'm not showing my face until my coloring all comes back. But I mean, anybody that wants to, I can put the link in there real quick. I do too. It's very, very special. It's a special flag. Excuse me, but I'm going to cough that shit up, y'all. You can talk on here, but what I'll have to do is, hold on just a minute, babe. Let me get you set up, because I don't even have it I don't have it on the screen. If it goes black, relax. I'll be back. Everybody just take a chill pill. I will be here. Let me see. There's a way to share it. Settings. Yes. Maybe not. All right, I'm back. Everybody, I'm back. Relax, relax. I had to pin that for Lynn. I mean, not Lynn. Shit, Casey. All right, here we go. All right, so there. She is. We got it, Wendy. All right, add the stream. All right, go ahead, Chica. You got the floor.
Okay, I found out probably about a year and a half ago about the upcoming shortages. And the first two things that there was going to be a major shortage of was the albuterol inhalers and then also antibiotics. So I found that out. I watch a lot of Marfugal, and they're always on, up to date with everything going on around the world. Their community has over 500 retired and active military in it. So, they put out so much good information that, they can put out a year and a half ahead of time before any of us would even find out. And I talked to my doctor about it, talked to the pharmacist about it, and they had no clue. My pharmacist said, wow, well, thank you for letting us know. But, I know the other medicines now, they're having to change manufacturers, and I don't know who's making them now, but they're like water, and it's like they're not even doing anything anymore. So it's just ridiculous, but we are definitely, going to have major shortages on the other medications. But right now it's antibiotics is a big one, and the inhalers are a big one.
Okay, well, here's the deal. Let's welcome Red Cactus to the chat this morning because this is where this all came out this morning. So if you don't think going and dropping into other people's chats is not important, think again, because this is how this came about, because it was being discussed in her room this morning early. So let me explain a little bit about what's going on. I think Red Cactus has got some knowledge of the fact that the medicine now is being redirected to us specifically from China. And China is trying to kill us all, in case y'all did not know this. Respiratory issues right now is a big issue. It's a big surprise to me that everybody is sick with this head cold crap and can't breathe. And Red and I were talking about it this morning, and me and her specifically discussed the fact that it doesn't really matter, and we both asthmatic, so no matter what we do, we still cannot breathe in this shit. And it's mighty funny to me that one of the medicines that's fixed to be hard to come by is albuterol inhalers, because albuterol inhalers is what saves our freaking life. Now, I can guarantee it, mine anyway. I have to use mine daily. I've got it right here beside me, as a matter of fact. So it's like this. If we can't get our inhalers, we're going to die. And a lot of other people will too.
I'm supposed to get 2 a month, okay? I'm supposed to get 2. Well, I've been getting 1 a month for quite a while. Sometimes they'll give me my 2, but they don't have them, they say. Even though I'm supposed to get them, I can only get 1 when I'm prescribed 2 a month. So it's been happening. It's just getting worse now.
Okay, are they letting you have your rescue inhaler, or are you getting the regular one? Because I have both too.
I just use the albuterol. That's what I've always used. But yeah, these respiratory diseases, well, not the diseases, but whatever's going around, there's people that have never had this kind of problem before, and they're complaining of all these same symptoms,
I got you. Good morning, Jamie Crow. How you doing, sweetheart? Yeah, well, and the thing about it is when I got it, I thought to myself, it's got to just be the weather, because the weather's flip-flopping really bad here. One day it's 90 degrees. The next day it's in the 60s because of the rain. You can't get adjusted and get yourself situated because the weather isn't situated. And by now, it's usually really hot here in Texas, so I'm not really understanding it. But we're getting a lot of rain, and it's to the point that you would think the pollen would be washed out of everything by now, as much rain as we've had. Either that, or again, they're putting something in chemically in the air, because I have not been able to taste food for 4 damn days. Do you hear me?
This is not a coincidence.
I have not been able to taste what I drink and eat.
That's right, and other people have the same thing, and I don't think it's a coincidence anymore. I don't think it's the weather anymore. It's not.
No, and if you and the thing, what really gets me is just like, okay, a perfect example in the last live that I had going, I started mentioning this, and I just want you guys to bear with me and hear me out on this, and I want y'all's opinion. Okay, so I asked my dad, I asked my father a couple of days ago. I said, Dad, I said, you know, I said, before you had your surgery, were you in like immense amount of pain or anything to that nature? And he was like, well, no, but I had a tightness in my chest and it hurt a little bit and this, that, and the other. Okay, so then we go to Georgia for his triple bypass. This man is on the surgery table for 9 hours. They fucked up and nipped his heart, and they better be glad they fixed it because I'd have tore that bitch upside down. I'm just saying. And so he was in surgery an extra hour and a half because they nipped his heart with a scalpel or something. So they had to repair that. We are literally pulling out the damn hospital parking lot and his lung collapsed and they got him stable. But now the doctor and the surgeon are having a disagreement on what they need to do. The surgeon says he needs to have his heart shocked. The damn doctor said, nah, because he's still in AFib, and this was what the surgery was supposed to repair. So at this point, I'm beginning to wonder if the whole damn medical profession is not a damn big ass conspiracy, and the whole reason that they are working the way they are is because, just like you said, if the albuterol inhalers and stuff are now being mandated to be less than 1%, healthy and accurate to do their job, and they're watering them down that bad, then that is like a violation of our freaking human right to breathe. Okay? I don't get it. And I cannot understand why people, and I asked my dad, I was like, you know what? And y'all, I don't mean nothing by it. I don't, but I just have this funky feeling that by the time all this is done, my dad's going to be in a grave somewhere, because I feel like they are messing with his livelihood. It's his heart. Yes, it's going to kill him if they don't fix it, but I think he'd have been better off if they would have just left him alone.
Right. And I know this, sounds really horrible, but I have kind of seen it go on. I also know a nurse, and it's like they're trying to do whatever they can to help, get rid of the older people. You know what I mean? I'm trying to say it in a way where, I don't know, it's sickening. It is.
Well, you know that the Georgia Guidestones predicted and had a monument put up in the middle of nowhere in Georgia. I was going to say something ugly, but I got to remember my dad does pop into this stream. So it's real simple. They put this up and they said the first commandment on that thing is deplete the population down to 500 million of the world, y'all. Not just the United States. This is the world population. And then we want to control everything and how many babies you have and contraceptives and all of that crap to keep it below that. Now, if that's not strong arming humanity, I don't know what is.
Oh, I know. But then I also hear that, China is encouraging people to have more kids. And they were never like that before,
They're probably encouraging them to have more kids so they'll have more adrenochrome. I swear it. More, because the more as far as I know, China still has a mandate on the female children.
That's
you can't have female kids.
Right.
Huh?
That's exactly what I thought. They you could only have so many females. So yeah.
I think it's like one per family. And now they've got it so bad in China that the China men can't even find a woman to actually marry because they've got the population of women so low.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's stupid. But hey, All right, let's see what everybody's talking. All right, Jamie, I agree. We do need to get a second opinion. I mentioned that I'm not comfortable. Something is not sitting well with me. I guess it's because the doctor slipped up and tried to cut his heart out instead of fixing it. I just don't know. But something just doesn't feel right with me about this.
No, I
And
wouldn't go back to him. I would find a different one. I would not go back.
we were talking about the Guidestones briefly. Yes, third. I was raised right there near where they were, and right, no kids, no voters later. Good point, Lynn. That's a very good point, actually. Um, Colette says it's because the workforce has done got too old. They have to have younger kids. Um, I don't know. It's just I don't know. Klaus Schwab and all his little minions and all his little elite friends, and that man is so damn evil, y'all. And the things he has done to the American people and everywhere else. And do you know, y'all? Do you guys know that the American fast food industry is not allowed now in just about every country there is, except here? That should tell you something. There's something going on with there's something going on with the food, other than the fact that if you eat out, it's completely unhealthy. But now you can't even guarantee in a grocery store if you go and buy food that it's not being injected by some crap. And so the only thing you can do now is have your own cows and chickens and yada yada, but they're putting it in the feed too. So we're screwed all the way around, in my opinion. What are you planting? You planting flowers?
Oh, I
Yeah.
gotta.
Wendy, what did you say, sweetie?
Oh no, I gotta get my flowers here in my flower bed.
All right. Y'all see the flag in the picture, and then there's one of my flowers is being blocked by the flag. It's directly behind it. But then I have an ivy plant that's sitting on the ground right there, real small. And then I have a big flower plant. All of those are flowers, like blooming flowers. But my garden is right here to the left, right
Oh,
there.
there's squirrely. Oh,
I love your yard, Wendy. That is so pretty.
oh, thank you.
You should do a walk around real quick and let us see it all. Go ahead.
Well, it's not that big, but here's Peaches. Say hi. Tell everybody hello.
Oh,
Tell them good
that's
morning. And Bella. And
okay.
we'll go check and see. Um, we've got baby bunnies too.
Oh wow, I love bunnies.
I do too. They've just grown up so quick. They've been hiding behind this board over here for a little while. We'll see if there's any in there today. I tried to do a short, and for some reason the short like cuts off so fast. I don't know why, so I couldn't show them yesterday. Oh, we have
Right.
one in here.
Can you get? Will it let you handle it?
No, no. I don't know if you can. I'm trying to see if. Can you see it?
Barely.
Let me
Oh,
see
so
if I.
you're talking about these are wild rabbits. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. I'm trying to
All
get it.
right.
The
Good
sun's
morning,
out.
Charlene. We love you.
Can you see
Um,
him now?
yes, that's cool.
Yeah, we've got 5 of them.
Be careful because snakes are out.
Oh, I know. We just get those little garden snakes. They're not a bother. Yeah,
Mm.
it's
Well,
beautiful out today. A little windy though.
it's an impressive yard, Chica. You have
Yeah.
and your grass looks really good for it to be summertime. I have to compliment you on that.
Oh, thank you. Well, the front yard looks better because there's not so many weeds in it.
Right. I had to get out and me and Deuce got out here, I think it was the day before yesterday, and got all the weeds out of mine. I had to wait on my stuff to get just a little bit bigger. I was scared I was gonna like pull something in vital, because sometimes you
Yeah.
can't tell. So I had to wait on the garden to grow up just a little bit to tell the difference. We almost pulled all my dadgum asparagus up thinking it was a weed.
Oh no. Do you know what they want for a pound of asparagus here? They want $6 for a little. It says it's a pound. There's only like 8 little stalks in it. $6 for
That's
asparagus.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I've
I
got
got,
some planted. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna
yeah, I
see
need
what
to.
happens. All right, what's going on with Rebecca? And that's a name I'm not familiar with. Somebody needs to enlighten me of who Rebecca is because I must be missing something. But yeah, we can pray for her regardless. We pray for anybody that needs prayer. Remember Carol Burton's grandbaby? He just had surgery on his teeth. Such a little bitty thing to be having teeth surgery and oral surgery at that. I mean, wow. Okay, I got you. Thank you, sir. I knew I had to be missing something. This is my first time growing asparagus, and actually, to be honest with you, this is my first garden that I myself planted completely by myself. We have something going on. What's going on? Private chat. Prayers for all. Okay, Wendy, gotcha.
Oh, that didn't go in the regular chat?
All right, Jamie's coming in. Hold on just a second. Let me add Jamie to the stream.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's morning here, chick.
It's morning here, but it's afternoon here. It's afternoon
And
here.
you lucky I know what day it is, let alone what time of the day it is, okay? Hey, Gator Girl, my girl's in here.
Yes.
Hey, you're lucky
Gator
I know
Girl.
anything.
Hello. Hey, Rebecca streams on the corner,
Okay.
and she couldn't get out of bed. It's something with her back, so she needs a lot of prayers.
All right, Jamie, you're going to have to turn your volume down.
I'm not on anything.
We're getting feedback, so one of y'all needs to turn it down. She's out and she's sleeping. That's good news. How is she feeling overall, Lynn? All right, sir, you do what you need to do. Good morning, sunshine, yes. And welcome back to the chat. Jeanne, it's good to see you this morning. Colette, I can hardly hear Jamie. Yeah, Jamie, speak.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you, and the feedback's gone. So thank you.
Yeah, but I didn't have anything on, so I don't know what's going on. Somebody
did. I keep my volume turned down, even like my streamer phone's right here. I mean, I'm watching the chat here in the backup, and I got the volume turned completely down because if not, I'll hear myself talking. It's irritating as hell.
Right. Yeah, there's my flowers. My flowers are all growing.
Angela, I told you what he had to have done in chat. I know that. Hold on. Did I get it wrong, Carol? I might have. I'm just, my brain ain't here this morning, y'all. So, anyway.
Right.
Gator, what is do a? Do a what? Do a what? So
what's going on?
Not a damn thing, man. I finally feel a little bit better. Let's see, it was not yesterday morning, and I'm sorry, traffic is loud, planes are loud. We are near the airport, so you're going to hear it. But I got some kind of head cold, and it was my head's been so compacted, I haven't been able to taste anything for days. And not even my coffee. I mean, I can taste the coffee itself, the warmth of it, but as far as the flavor, forget it. And so, day before yesterday, I woke up and I looked like Deuce had popped me in my daggum eyes. My eyes were swollen underneath them. They were real red and irritated. They were almost swollen shut. And I looked like death walking, y'all. And It was bad. My neighbor's like, "What happened to your face?" And I'm like, other than it looking like it does every day, I don't know what you're talking about." And I went and looked in the mirror and figured it out real quick. I mean, I look really weird.
Right.
But I'm feeling a little better today. It comes and goes. In the mornings when I wake up, I'm really congested up. It takes me a while to get it all out of my system and get my airway open back up. And all
Right.
I've used is like over the counter crap, like nose spray is essential because it dislodges all that crap. And I have to use my inhalers. And I'm also taking like a Vicks or something, cold and sinus. So yeah.
Where did she go?
She probably ducked out. It happens.
Oh, you know they
Love
have.
you too, Gator. Love you too. You have a good day.
Yeah, love you.
So, but
you know
yeah,
they're coming out. They're coming out with like phones for the government that they can talk tower to tower. You know that, right?
you know why they're doing it, don't you?
Yep.
Because they're fixing to shut our grid down.
Yep.
And not only that too, but oh my God, God forbid if the truth comes out anymore. Like there is no way that the government right now is not compromised. We already know what they're up to. We know what their agenda is. And it is really getting vital that we, the people, start doing something different than what we're doing. Because,
Absolutely.
hey, this is not working.
It is not working, but I'll tell you what, we all got to start stocking up. You better keep the tanks full in your cars. Have
Fill
everything.
everything, buy all the gas cans you can find and fill them up too. Because, yeah, gas, medicine, food, and you know the food shortages is man-made, right? I mean,
Yep.
it's just point blank. They're doing it to us intentionally. When they're
Yep.
taking a freaking dump truck full of potatoes and dumping it in a hole in the middle of nowhere and covering it up, it makes no sense. But we have a food shortage. We have a food shortage because they're destroying our crops.
Yep.
Period. End of discussion. Sunshine
Yep.
says, "Girl, you sound like me with my allergy problems." Absolutely. Plus, I'm asthmatic. So between the two of them, I am toast right now. And we are having some funky-fied weather in Texas, which is not helping.
We're not, but I'll tell you what, it's quiet right now. The military has been flying.
Well,
For
talk to
some-
me a little bit. Talk to me a little bit, Jamie, about what you're seeing in D.C.
Well, you'll find out this weekend. I will be there Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I will do the vigil. I will do. I'll take you guys on a tour if you want to
I
tune
want
in.
you to take us to the White House
I will go to the White House.
because I hear that they've got armed guards around the White House.
They absolutely do. Because
And I heard too that they got it gated up and closed out. But Joe Biden is in there. What the hell ever?
Yep. What the hell ever. That means
Exactly.
we got to get our president back.
And I tell you something else too. I got mad as hell, and I should have known. But I saw pictures of Biden with a prop plane that he walked up and fell down the damn stairs on, and it's nothing but a prop. And I'm sitting here going, okay, so right now, nothing in our government is making any sense. And if that buffoon's in the White House, my name is Elmer Fudd. Okay, they have armed guards around the White House, and his ass ain't in there, because I guarantee you, I can't find or think of anyone that would really want to take him out because he's not cognitively there to begin with. I'm just saying, it's not a security risk for him. It can't be. That cannot be why all them people are there.
Correct. All I can say is we better be prepared. I think the military is going to be in control if they already are not.
Thank you, Sunshine.
We're at war. whether you want to believe it or not.
Yeah, it's a civil war. It's a civil war. And what's even scarier is the Patriots don't like Biden being in place. But if they actually put Trump back in, it would turn the country upside down. I hate to say it, but it would. Because those that oppose him would come after everybody that supports him. Worse than they already are.
They already are doing that.
Yeah, that's what it's raining in Florida, says Charlene. Wendy says Biden's double may be in there. I doubt it. With all them armed people around the White House, I don't think anybody's in there. I don't think anybody's in there. When I was there with 1776, I saw no activity in the White House at all. At all. And I was there. I saw it myself. There was nothing going on. Hold on. Let me go up. Has anyone, Charlene says, has anyone seen the 3 prison barges? No, but I've heard about them.
Me too.
I've heard that all these people are being housed in boats and that they are slowly getting them in and out of Gitmo. And if that's the truth, then hey. And see, I'm hearing a lot about Gitmo tribunals on the back channels too. Like a lot of people are talking about these tribunals. And if they're not going on, there sure is a lot of damn talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, says
does anybody think that do you think that there's another life form?
Do I think there's another what?
Life form. Another life other than the people here in this world. There's
you know what? God can create us. He can create anything. That's my theory on that. God created us. Therefore, I believe he can create anything. Now, do I know for sure that he did or didn't? I don't know. Right. I don't know. I've never seen anything with my own eyes, so I don't know.
Okay.
All right. GN says, I hate to play doctor, but you have to start healing your bodies from your gut. No sugar, no dairy, no soy, no wheat, no gluten. Look at the shortages. These items lower your immune system.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Okay. Carol says it's 80-degree weather. Here, beautiful day to plant my stuff. And she's in Ohio.
Yep.
Let's see. Charlene. One is located at Guantanamo. One is located in Guam. And the other is in New York. I've heard about that. I've heard about the New York one. Wendy says, oh, those prison barges have been around for a while. Also, train cars with seats and shackles. That's crazy. Charlene says, Wendy, but you notice that they have brought them back out. The one from New York just got there 3 weeks ago. So, you know, I don't know. I follow Nancy Drew pretty close because Nancy was there since Trump went out. And she's seen a lot of things in D.C. Her stuff is just absolutely insane if y'all listen to her. But I believe her. She is reputable. I met her myself. I know. Now, I'm not saying that, huh?
Me too.
Yeah, she's awesome. And she doesn't come off to me as someone who would want to mislead the public or to outwardly lie to anyone. She is very reputable and her heart's really in what she does. So I believe her above everybody saying, no, it's not going on. There's too many people talking about what's going on in Washington.
You got to have your eyes open, people. Have your eyes open. Because it's happening.
Good morning, Virtual Productions. Welcome to the chat. I watched Monkey Works. He showed planes going to Gitmo, and I like Nancy too. Yeah, she's really cool. She, you know, I don't know how to reach out to her, but I would really like to do a panel with her. and let her enlighten the people and all of y'all about exactly what she's seen. Get into detail. I've heard it already because I listen to her live feeds, but there's probably people in here that has not. So I think it would be awesome. I just don't. Now, Nancy is as far as I know, she's available on 2 places: Facebook and Telegram.
Right.
I do not have her links, but I am friends with one of her main people that works with her, and I'll see what I can do to find out. And I'll also talk to Lori to see if I can get Lori to link me up with her, because that would be an awesome live. Hands down, it would be an awesome live. Carol says, to be honest, I don't know what to believe anymore. Well, I'll tell you this. Nancy talked about back when, I will say around 21, like 22, and the world was talking about there being big like barriers at the White House where you couldn't see anything. And she talked to people being dragged out of the Capitol building and stuff like that. And I don't know. She also talked about that they blew the tunnels up in Washington underneath the White House and stuff. They destroyed all them the tunnel entries. And she talked about actually seeing fire coming out from underneath the ground. When you could walk by the culverts where everything drains, you would see red fire coming out. It was absolutely crazy. And so you can't at some point you have to stop discrediting everybody that is there and is seeing it. So something's going on up there, just like in the back channels it was being talked about that they had the White House wrapped up as far as military. And this is currently, and Jamie just confirmed it in our chat that she's seen it firsthand. They've got that joker locked up tight, and there is military all around it.
Yeah.
So what are they guarding against or for? That's the question. What's going on?
Yep. And after Saturday, you guys will see everything live, because I will go live and I will show you really what's going on in DC. You're going to come along with me. You guys are all going to ride with me to DC, and you're going to see firsthand of what's going on in DC.
Now, we know you're going to stop your car on the Beltway and block traffic, right?
Yeah, right. That would be something. So yeah, so they didn't blow up any tunnels under the White House yet, but around there they're digging them up, and they're deep, because you can see in there. If I can get a picture of that, I will.
What you need is a drone. Take a drone with you if you have access to one. Get aerial pot shots of it, because if you're at ground level, what they're doing you can't see, but
Right.
Aerial shots you can. And I have seen pictures where they have unearthed parts of the White House that has been buried for God knows how long. And there you can see the distortion in the colors. Like what was underground is orange compared to the white of the White House. And so, but based on my knowledge, the only way you can actually see it is to fly a drone over it. But then again, you might get arrested.
You could.
Seriously.
You would. But when you're walking by, there's places where they're digging up tunnels,
I understand, Carol.
and you can see into the tunnels. It's really interesting. It's really interesting. And there's still a lot of sex trafficking going on. There's still trafficking kids everywhere in the United States. Everywhere.
And there's so many agencies that's complacent, it's ridiculous. As a matter of fact, Tarrant County, which is Fort Worth, Texas, Tarrant County just got made and got ousted out because of them mishandling kids and taking them from their homes and putting them in foster care, and then the kids disappearing. And the money laundering and everything that comes along with it. They just got called out for all of that. And this is Fort Worth, Texas. We are about 20-minute drive from Fort Worth. So yeah, because we're in the DFW perimeter. So yeah, and this is close. So yeah, I mean, and they're helping the traffickers. That's all they're doing.
And the immigrants are being deported all over the United States.
Right.
Don't think that's not happening. It's happening. There's thousands and thousands of people coming over our border, and our taxpayers are paying for that. And if you don't believe it's not happening, it is happening. It is
First
absolutely
responders meeting is covering it. Taco
Yes.
Joe is at the border. He is showing them climbing the fence in multitudes. And supposedly, the governor of Texas is supposed to have National Guard down there. Well, what is the National Guard doing? Are they there processing people, or are you
We don't
there
even
to stop them from coming across? Because obviously you're not doing something right.
Right. And
All
last
right.
night, I don't know if anybody tuned in last night. They weren't even checking bags or anything and having these people come into the country. They were just
No,
putting
what
them
they're
on buses.
no, because they're when they walk over the line, Jamie, they are literally throwing all of their possessions down, all of their money, all of their identification, everything is left on the ground. And Taco Joe has showed footage of it. I'm talking about Mexican money that people could just pick up and carry out. You know,
Yep.
if you want to get rich, go to the border and pick up all the damn money you want. It's there because they're
It is
throwing
there.
it down. He absolutely is Virtual Productions. He absolutely is. I've known it forever. Because he could have done something 3 years ago. He could have finished the damn wall himself. All the shit that he needed to build it with was right there.
Yep.
So you're absolutely correct.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Hold on. Gian says, go into your maps on the weather. There is a ghost figure over Cuba. Above the ghost is a ghost dog. It's been there over a year. If you try to look at it closely, up it goes away. Today it is rain. Okay, that's interesting.
That's interesting. Didn't know that.
I know, right? We need to check that out. If you haven't already, we got 21 people in here. If you haven't already, please hit that like button for me. I'd appreciate it. Carol says, come on, Jamie, take one for the team and Santa.
You mean meatball? I call Santa meatball.
He's a mess.
Oh, you know,
She says it's harder to see, but look, I know they are making a lot of underground cities all over. Yeah, because when the shit hits the fan, the elite are either going to go underground or they're going to fly out and go to a damn island somewhere. And I guarantee you all the islands have been bought by the damn rich people and half of our Congress and Senate and all this crazy shit.
Yep. Just watch and see. All I can tell you is just be prepared.
Haley.
Ammunition, guns, because I'm telling you, if somebody knows that you're stocking food, whatever, they're going to come after you. They are going to come after you. When people are starving, they're going to come after you.
Well, not only that too, but you got to consider we're fixing to get to a point where cash itself is absolutely of no use. Okay,
No use.
Money is fixing to be obsolete, especially the American money, because America now, that the American dollar has been rooted out by all the other countries. So this is my opinion. Okay, you read in the Bible how it talks about how you're going to live under a new world order and it's coming. Okay, well, I believe that the new world order has been here for years and we're just like totally clueless to what has been going on. Because if you think about it now, and just based on facts alone, the elites run the country. And in 1948, not just the United States, every country, okay? And they own everything. Everything we do profits them. Everything we do makes them richer. Everything. Whether it's a tax we pay, whether it's a mortgage we pay, whether it is food we buy, it doesn't matter. It's still making them richer. I mean, just hands down. You tell me how that's not a new world order mentality.
Yep. And we're going to let them do it? We, the people, are going to let them do that to us? Absolutely not. We need to start.
Well, yeah, because they're brainwashed by mainstream media. Yes, they are. And they're going to keep letting them do it because all they want to do is sit on their ass on their couch and watch TV all day.
Yep. You're right.
And until they stop doing it, it's not going to quit. We have, okay, me and Deuce made the decision that yes, we have Wi-Fi back in the house, but we don't have it linked to our TV. We hooked it to an antenna. Believe it or not, our TV is hooked to an antenna, and they can get digital channels, but they can only get certain things, and they can't watch damn YouTube. And that's, for me, going without YouTube would be our live stream. But for them, going without YouTube is all the evil shit they watch. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I can access YouTube on my phone and I'm good. They can't access it nowhere, and it's the smartest damn thing I ever did.
Yep. And
Charlene says, huh?
How many people do you have in here right now?
22 is what I'm showing.
Okay, we have 22 Patriots in here right now. Start sharing out. We need to come together as one. This fighting's got to stop. It's got to stop. It's just.
And not only that too, but we're fighting. Okay, how do you expect America to stay united if the Patriots themselves cannot unite? And you have to unite on the basis of what we have in common, not on the basis of what separates us. Because when it's all said and done, that shit is not going to matter. We're all going to be in the same damn boat. And we got to realize that, and we got to start thinking that way. And we're going to have to get aggressive with what we're doing because time is quickly running out for us to be able to make a difference. Okay, so let me read some of the comments because I'm like way behind. Charlene says, just last night in Yuma, Taco Joe shows 85 plus immigrants. They were loaded on a bus and transferred somewhere else. Now, y'all realize, does anybody realize the impact on the voting system that all these immigrants have? Because Joe Biden is giving them everything but lollipop and roses. He's giving them money. They have all the stuff that the American people right now cannot get. And they are literally giving them everything they need to get started. And there's people in the United States, there are families starving because they can't get food stamps right now. It took me 2.5 months to recertify mine and get them. 2.5 months. And I had to call and threaten these damn people and tell them I will go over your damn head if you don't get it done. Because we need ours and we have to have them. And I'm not embarrassed to say it. The cost of food is entirely too high right now. So yes, you know, let's see. Good morning, Miss Barbara. Let's see. That's right. Joe even said they did not check their bags or their backpacks. They're not. They're ditching everything. They could have guns. They could have fentanyl. They could have just about anything crossing that border, and they're not checking their luggage or nothing. They're not COVID testing them. They're not doing anything. But they're COVID testing our kids, and they're requiring that they take their damn clothes off too, by the way. And some of the schools have been caught doing it, and one of them was here in Texas. I don't want to hear it. Wendy says, Jan, I'm in Ohio, but they took 5 vials of my blood for just a regular checkup. I thought that was a lot. It depends on what they're testing for, Wendy, because like, you got a CBC, which is a complete blood count. You've got a BMP, which is a basic metabolic panel. The basic metabolic panel tests everything that, like your lipids, your cholesterol, your sugar, your white cell count, your red cell count. It pretty much breaks your whole blood down and tells you exactly what's going on. So, 5 I've had 5 vials, and if they ordered a CBC, which is a complete blood count, that takes your red cells and your white cells and breaks all that down. And the BMP tests everything else. So that's pretty feasible, actually. I would say I will agree with that. Not that unusual.
Yep, that's not unusual.
Deborah says Governor Whitmer stopped food seeds being sold in stores. What the hell? Where are you at, Deborah? Because I've heard that name. Just refresh my memory. Where are you at? Wendy says, don't be scared, be prepared. Well, it's like this. The average Joe, the average single mom, I couldn't stock up and prepare. Me and Deuce are still struggling, and there's 2 of us. So if you were a single mom situation or even a single dad and you work just barely making ends meet, there's no way in hell you could stock up on anything. I just don't get it.
Yep, correct.
Yeah. Third says, Miss sounds like a medical professional, pretty knowledgeable. Yes, I am. I was raised in medicine all my life. I have a degree in biology. Medicine and science are like sister sciences. One is like a derivative of the other. So when it comes to medical stuff, yes, I know my shit. That's why me and that doctor went round and round when he was operating on my daddy. He come in, the nurse come in, and I kid you not, y'all, my daddy will back this up. I bet he's not in here. But I guarantee you the next time if somebody asks him, he will back it up. The nurse came in and was fixing to draw blood work. They already had an IV in his arm. Bear this in mind. The lady comes in and she's got the needle and shit in her hand, but I could tell by the way she was messing around on his arm that she wasn't coming in into a vein. She wasn't trying to hit a vein because she was holding the needle completely different. And I finally looked at her and I said, what are you trying to do? I said, because you're not drawing blood, obviously, because of the way you're holding that syringe. So you need to tell me what you're fixing to do. And she says, well, we need an oxygen level. I said, okay. I said, so therefore you're fixing to do a blood gas on my dad. And she was like, that's correct. And I said, so why don't you tell him that instead of telling him that you're drawing blood, because you're not. That shit pissed me the hell off. And when I said it, you ought to have seen that nurse's head whip around and look at me. She whipped around real quick and looked at me like, what the hell? I was like, yeah, bitch, I got your number. Don't fuck with my daddy. Basically, it said it all, because there ain't nothing she can do that I don't know. Okay, so let's have at it. We'll have battle of the brains. Let's go.
Yep. And thank God you were there when they did it. That's all I can say.
Absolutely. And I looked at my dad. I said, I'm going to tell you something. It's up to you whether you have it done. I said, they tried to do it to me one time when I was in an asthma attack, and I opted out because the shit hurts. A damn, when they're doing the arterial draw, it hurts. Okay, it's a very painful procedure, and nobody needs to go through it unless it's necessary. If you have that little doobobby on the front of your finger, right here, they'll put it on your finger, and it reads your oxygen level in your blood. It's the same damn thing. Apparently, the blood gas gives a more accurate read. Okay, well, that's all well and good, but you're not going to poke me in my artery. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but those things that go on your finger, I can see them doing it if it's below 89. Okay. If it's in its 80s, low 80s, then there's a reason to do a blood gas. But if it's over, say it's 88, no.
Okay, so one of my snoopers in the chat, somebody Google the cost of a blood gas test. And let's just see why they're ordering the crap to begin with. Because I guarantee you it's an expensive procedure. I guarantee it. All right, let's see. So Deborah says New Mexico, but she's governor of Michigan and Minnesota. Okay, good deal. Yeah, I've heard of that. And this bitch is outlawed seeds? Deborah, If you can find, well, you don't have to find it. If you can Google Heaven's Harvest in Google, pull up their website, you can get all the heirloom seeds you could possibly need. And yeah, they're the best seeds there are. You're going to pay a little bit for them, but trust me, with the shortage we got coming on, them heirloom seeds are going to be liquid gold, because you can plant your own shit and then replant it the next year. Just remember that. Yes, I do have a biology degree. I have a biology degree. I've been raised around nurses and doctors and medicine. I worked in the medical facility of a state prison for 3.5 years and hated every minute of it. Yes, I'm educated, and I don't necessarily share that with everybody, but yeah, you can't talk a lot of shit medically around me and me not be able to interpret what you're saying. I got you. Carol, I'm talking about Gretchen. That I've heard that lady is just crazy. But yeah, they don't want seeds that regenerate themselves. They don't want seeds that actually grow really good crops. They've got everybody disillusioned into this organic shit, thinking organic is also healthy. Buddy, let me tell you, this is organic right here. That's the best organic you can get, is in that garden that you grew in your own place. But you know what? They don't want you to know that. Deborah Hendricks is absolutely, and they do. And my garden is planted with heirloom seeds this year, and they're going to continue to do that. I'm going to back up and check my likes real quick. Y'all hold on. 19. We got 19 thumbs up and 25 people. Come on, y'all. Let's keep it even. But, the more time that passes, Jamie, the more I can see the agenda coming into play. That's what it's all about. The more time that passes, the more I can see the agenda. It is plain as day, and all you have to do is stop watching mainstream media and stuff, and stop filling your head with the propaganda lies that they dish out, and I guarantee you it'll change your world. It will change your world. What, Jamie? You wasn't able to see the chat? Well, a lot of that is you were in StreamYard too. StreamYard, everything is slow. Like the chat itself, sometimes I'll go in the chat and it will never catch up. I want to read this. So the WHO is the new military arm of the UN. Are you serious? Virtual? Or is it a question? Because if the WHO's in charge of UN, we're fucking toast. Okay, I looked up the price, but then got a phone call instead of an average price was like $250. The chemical, I think, is called Appeal. What chemical? Third. Virtual says it's like South Africa, and they are doing very similar here. The new African men in town are not friendly. Well, in 1948, when Israel got their nationhood, that they took all the real Israeli people and took them out of the country, made them leave their homes, marched them out by gunpoint, and took everything, and took over Jerusalem and all that. The elitists are in power there. That's why I don't support us supporting Israel at all, because the true Israeli people are no longer in power there. They took that from them. They forced their way in, and they did this intentionally. Our numbers are really good this morning. I appreciate it. Everybody for being in here and being a part of the chat. Third says Bill Gates's appeal is spraying some chemical or organic fruits and veggies to keep them from spoiling, so you can be getting ready. Old products are it, well, yeah. And not only that too, but 90% of our vegetables are being waxed, like cucumbers are waxed, apples are painted and waxed. Um, and if people that are around produce growing, like anybody that has an apple tree, does anybody in chat ever been around a real apple tree growing in the yard? I just need someone that has been around one. And I just need you to say, I have, in chat. And then I'm going to ask you another question. Jamie, that's fine. It's mighty funny. It's called appeal. A-P-E-E-L. Appeal. And not A-P-E-A-L, which would be appeal. All right. Lynn says she has 3 apple trees. All right. Question of the day. Do you have one apple on that tree that is completely vibrant red or yellow? Or are they discolored? Because real apples are not red and yellow solid like that. They are being painted. They are always colored different. They might have a little spot that's still green or whatever, but they're not vibrant red and yellow like they are in the grocery stores. And that should tell you something. And I tell you another thing. Another question. Who has had garden fresh cucumbers from the garden, from your house, in the dirt? Not organic cucumbers, homegrown veggies. Who's had a vine ripe cucumber? Wendy says, I have. The question is comparing, we're talking about everything Bill Gates is doing to the vegetables and the fruits and stuff in the stores, and the chemicals and stuff that they put on them to make them look so pretty, and to also take old fruit and be able to pass it off as new, and da 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 da. And I asked anybody in chat if they had an apple tree and that grew in their yard, and how often do you see apples that are vibrant red or vibrant yellow like they find them in the store? Because they're not. When you got stuff growing in the soil, it's not going to necessarily be vibrant fruit as far as color. And even if you pick it at certain times, it's still not going to be a solid red. So that's what I'm saying. Deborah says, I have. And there are lots of apple trees in New Mexico mountains. I have garden cucumbers. Okay. There's a big difference between a store-bought cucumber and a garden cucumber. It's not just the taste, but the peeling. The peeling to a garden fresh cucumber is very, very, very bitter. It's bitter, and you don't want to eat it. All it takes is a little bitty piece of it, and you'll spit that crap out because it's bad. Okay, it's really, really, really sour. But you can eat the peelings to cucumbers in the store all day long. Something's not right there. It is very different, Lynn. So, you can't tell me that they're not. I mean, if you want produce to look cute and pretty, that's all well and good. But if you're endangering all of our lives to do it, I'd rather pick the damn thing off the tree and eat it myself. So, people need to become aware. And not only that too, but if I could figure out a way, and I've discussed it and mentioned it several times in chat, if I could figure out a way to link up with some kind of legitimate lab that would work with us, I'd like to go to McDonald's and Arby's and some of these fast food restaurants and get their products and test them to see exactly what's in it. Baby formula, you name it, anything that we eat on the average, get the fruits and find out exactly what they're spraying on them and shit like that. I really would like to know. Tracy Robinson, hello. So, and you know that there's chemicals in it, just like if they are preserving fruit and vegetables, they're in cans, they're adding stuff to it to make it last longer, and there is no telling what the hell that is. Whereas my mother can and take vegetables and blanch them and put them in the freezer, and we don't have to do none of that. She'll take mason jars and put them in mason jars and seal them. And I kid you not, this woman is smart as hell, because she has got cans and jars of pulled pork and other meats that are like preserved perfectly in them mason jars. Wendy says wood pulp fillers in fast food sandwiches. There's no telling. And you know, the latest thing, China is now manufacturing our meats. They are building our meats and bioengineering them in a lab and passing them off as chicken and beef and yada, 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 yada. So really what you're eating, there's no damn telling. Third said, I think I would be traumatized hearing the results, and we probably would, but the thing about it is it's time for us to wake up and find out exactly what the hell they're doing. I mean, honestly, it's time for us to step up and find out. And maybe if we could ever get, Jeanne says again, soy. Soy what, Jeanne? Talk to me. Is it a substitute you talking about for the meats? Because the most terribly ugly thing I have ever seen in my life is a veggie burger. And I will never eat it. I will never put myself down to eat that stuff. I'm just telling you, anything green that is supposed to be a hamburger does not make sense to me. I'm just saying. It would, you know, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. And they're putting soy in everything. Just like, think about it now. They have a baby formula for babies that is soy only. Okay? But soy is so bad for your body that just like they want to make it where women, they want to design some kind of poison that we ingest somewhere along the line that keeps women from producing milk to feed their young, which I think is really stupid. But hey, they would be healthier kids if they were on breast milk, because we produce the best stuff for the kids, period. If you can stand it. Wendy says, wood pulp filler. Yes, restaurants have been busted for it recently. Only 50% of your burgers are meat. And there's no telling what else is in them. Okay? McDonald's was not ruled out of Russia for no reason at all. There is a reason that Vladimir Putin said, hell no to McDonald's. Y'all are all closing down and you're not feeding us this shit no more. There's a reason. Virtual says soy from Sunrider is good for you. It's a company that moved to Texas. I don't know nothing about Sunrider. And Virtual, what makes their soy any better than soy in general? Because if the rumor has that soy is bad for you, well, if soy is bad for you, then how can they be a good form of soy? So that's an excellent, excellent question. Jeanne says, no, soy is good for you. Wait a minute. I could have just swore somebody said soy was bad for you. Okay, it was Carol. It was Carol who said soy is bad for you. Virtual says when it sprouts and when it's picked. No, soy is bad. Y'all are confusing the hell out of me. Asian people run Sunrider. Okay, it's okay. It's not the first time. Probably won't be the last either. So, yeah. We were talking about my dad coming up July the 4th and spending the 4th with us, but I don't think he's going to be able to make it, y'all. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I hope he can come up here and visit me and Deuce, but and the kids, and just enjoy some time with my dad. But we shall see. Y'all pray about it for me, because I would really like to see my dad here. I'd like him to meet the people that's important to me here. Daniel and Carrie, my neighbors, and Jess and Jen and Taylor. And Deuce has got an awesome friggin' family. His family is like the bomb, y'all. And everybody in his family has been very accepting of me coming in with 2 kids. It has been an awesome experience. And his son Taylor is my child. I claim him as mine. I did not give birth to this boy, but that is my boy. My boy, and I am proud of him because he has turned out to be such a very good, strong young man. And he's handsome, just like his damn daddy. Virtual says, all soy in American grocery stores is bad for you. Carol's right. I've just always thought everything in moderation is fine in a diet. Well, that depends. Because, like, they tell you to drink a lot of milk because calcium's good for you. But calcium actually depletes your bones. People don't realize it, but it does. If that were the case, then you would have a lot less people with bad teeth. And I think just about everybody I know has got bad teeth. If drinking milk would actually strengthen your teeth, my kid would have a mouthful of the most beautiful teeth there is. Because I've got one that I swear we need to just link up to a cow tit and let him drink whenever he wants. Because he drinks milk like it's going out of style. He's always loved it. And I can't stand the taste of milk. You want to see me throw up? Give me some milk. Casey Mallory says, speaking of the 4th, go watch Sound of Freedom. It comes out July the 4th. I can't wait. I can't wait. Jim Caviezel is behind that, and I've always liked him. I did not care for his role as Passion of the Christ because I really didn't care, but it was very realistic. I'll have to give him that. But other than that, anytime Hollywood or anything Hollywood-based gets involved in the crucifixion of Christ, somewhere along the line, there's going to be a lie or two. But we'll see. And Casey, that's what we use. We use whole milk. And fluoride is terrible, too. Fluoride is the worst thing for your teeth you can put in it, but yet it's in every damn toothpaste we have. I love cheese. I love ice cream. I love eggs. I do not eat cottage cheese. I do not want to eat milk products that are sour. I don't care for sour cream, but I will eat it in very small amounts. Like a dab of this and a dab of that. But as far as like slapping it on something heavy like mayonnaise, forget it. I have to have my cheese now. Jen, Shannon, and my comment about the Who, she missed one comment, and so it didn't make sense. Oh, well. Okay, are you talking about me, Virtual, or Jen? You are sounding. Okay, wait a minute. Carol says, I love all dairy except milk and cottage cheese. I'm not putting curdled milk in my mouth. Nasty. Amen. Amen, amen, and amen. Carrie says, I'm not going live because they all end double deuces. Well, Carrie, you can, we can, whatever. You can come on stream here if you want to. The link's up there. Hey, Casey Mallory, what? Me and Carrie's musings have had more than one debate. and it's always a good debate. And I can end the live if y'all want me to, so he can go live. It don't matter to me. I mean, seriously. It is very disgusting. Wendy, what do you use in its place? I use ricotta cheese. Hold on. We got a guest. Yep, there he is. So I don't know why you think you can't come in live here.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Virtual says, I hate cottage cheese and pimento cheese. I love me some pimento cheese, especially if it's homemade. Pimento cheese is the bomb. And Third says, I like cottage cheese with peaches. No. No, no. Peaches and ice cream. There you go. What you got shaking today, Carrie?
Oh, not too much. I was debating on what I was going to go on in that pump, you know.
Yeah, well, I can end my live so you can go live if it's necessary. I don't care.
Oh no,
We're all in this together. We're all in it together, my friend.
The next few months, or this next month's going to be a wing and a prayer for me.
Oh, really?
I got so many tests and stuff going on that I don't know when I'll, you know.
Well, I'm applying for jobs, so y'all pray for me. I'm trying to get, because me and Deuce were talking yesterday, and some of the stuff that Deuce said is very, very valid. And I had to think about it, but he told me, he's like, if you can't find something that you will at least make $20 an hour, it's going to be like really counterproductive for me to go to work. But yeah, one of us has got to find a job. So we're both looking, and whoever gets the first one's going to take it.
There you go.
This is teamwork. We're in this together. My kids are out of school. What time is it?
1 o'clock.
It's 12 o'clock here.
That's
But
right.
I knew they had a half a day. And I'm probably going to have to end the live pretty quick, because once the kids get here, there is no quiet.
Yeah, I was trying to slip in before Kelly come on.
Wendy, keep us updated on what's going on with that. And we're thinking about you, and we're praying for you. Does Chaplain have Wendy on the prayer list? Does anybody know, or can anybody let him know? Stu Peters, I do. Wait a minute. Hold on, Virtual. Wait a minute. Let me go back and let me just make sure I'm reading this right. Does anybody watch Stu Peters? He made the documentary, Died Suddenly. Are you telling me Stu Peters died suddenly, or the documentary's been dead?
The documentary died suddenly. It's not being
Carrie, you're chopping in and out.
Uh-oh.
On my screen, you're chopping in and out.
Uh-oh.
He's the one who did the damn, what's the name of that video? I've talked about it several times on here.
Don't drink the water.
No, but that one was good. That one was good, but it was the one about the trafficking specifically. These Little Ones is what it's called. And the only place you're going to find it now is on Rumble, but they have it. The last I heard, it was still there. Let me see if I can find it real quick. And I have Rumble. So I don't really use it because I don't like it as much as YouTube. But oh shit. Let me see if I can man, I'm locked out of my Rumble account, and I don't feel like going in it and trying to figure that shit out. If anybody has access to Rumble, see if you can find These Little Ones. That's the name of it. It's going to have Stu Peterson's name on it. It's a very good It's a very good documentary to watch that explains trafficking and how it's being done and who's profiting from it the most and stuff. Died suddenly. Oh, okay. I got you. Gotcha. Let me see who's posted that. Okay. Carrie posted his link. That's fine. Last night on Laura Ingram 45 said dump Fox News, probably Newsmax. Yeah, everybody knows not to watch Fox News. I haven't watched Died Suddenly, but I would like to see it. I haven't seen that one. If anybody knows where they can get that link, it would be pretty cool to put it up here. Watch The Water and these little ones too. If you haven't watched these documentaries, y'all watch them.
You can go to Stu Peters on Rumble and find it.
Yeah, I knew that these little ones was on Rumble the last time I looked. I'm locked out of Rumble right now, so I can't post anything.
You might go on BitChute.
BitChute is so crazy.
BitChute, find it.
And that's good. It's good that he's doing that because it's about time somebody stood up and said, this is really what's going on. And it's really, really sad that YouTube is censoring him like they are. Oh, God forbid the truth come out.
Yeah, the truth needs to come out.
Well, I think a lot more people are picking up on it, and I have to commend Convoy Santa in one fashion. The way he's doing his presentations is really neat, and he might not be reaching but a handful of people at a time. But when he does, those people are going back and they're spreading the word. So, it's really cool because I watched and people are starting to get on the same page. They're starting to get it. And you can tell by his audience that they're starting to get it, which is really good.
True. Yeah,
So
a little bit, I'd get discouraged.
I think that's the main issue with TikTok. And even though the whole "it's from China" thing is a bold-faced lie, I don't think that has anything to do with why they're banning TikTok or trying to. They're trying to ban TikTok because too many people are putting stuff going on around the world on it, and they're able to see. And I think that's the issue with it.
They can't govern TikTok.
So Casey says, can I ask you a question? Do you think the white hats are in control of our, or is that a psyop? Just curious because I think it's true. Casey, I'm going to tell you, if I have a little bit of knowledge on this subject that most people don't have, and I've mentioned it in the chat before, and I'm going to mention it again. My cousin was in the military. She wanted to come out of the military. She was in the United States Air Force. She wanted to come out in Obama's reign, but she didn't want Obama to sign her paperwork. So she waited till Trump came in. And when Trump got in office, she pulled out of the military. But I texted her one day. We were talking on Facebook, I think, by Messenger. And she sent me the first Q video I ever watched. Now, here's my issue with that. I believe my cousin because she's reputable. She has loved the Air Force ever since I remember. Her father, I mean, not her father, but her uncle was in the Air Force. My Uncle Jimmy, who is here in San Antonio, Texas, he was decorated military Air Force. He was a pilot and a bunch of other stuff. And I don't see this lady making the stuff up about Q that she did. So do I believe Q exists? Yes, I do. Yes, I do believe Q is out. I believe they are military intelligence as well. I don't see my cousin lying about it. She sent me the same video that is circulating right now on Rumble. I've seen it, but I saw it years ago. So yeah, I think that there's a reign of truth to it. Me and Deuce might differ on it, But I believe my cousin, and I do believe her, and I have the utmost trust in her. Let's put it that way. Virtual says, Casey Mallory, it's 100% a psyop. Retired military men are censored who have said over and over. Huh. Well, I don't know.
Done and how they've done it. And everything. Stories.
I don't know. They're trying awfully hard to discredit something that's not true. You see what I'm saying? Let's go back to Kennedy and Kennedy's assassination and how they discredited the eyewitness of all them damn people that was on the lawn that day, and how they discredited everybody that said there was more than one shot, yada, yada.
Yep. Definitely, that started the question. But we
It's a very good question. Y'all hold on a minute. I'm taking a picture. I've got a Robin Redbreast right here directly in front of me. And I'm popping some pictures of him real quick. That is wild. I've never seen one get that close. Are you serious? I only got one photo? Nope, I got them. Okay. So, you know, who knows? Who knows? I don't know, but I do believe in Q because of my cousin. I really do. I don't believe she would send me something that wasn't true. I just don't see it happening. With all of her decorated medals and stuff she's got, I don't believe it. So everybody has a difference of opinion, and that's mine. And we won't ever agree on anything. But the whole point of the whole time we're living in is they want us to be confused. They want us to be confused. They don't want us to know exactly what's going on. And so do I believe there's bad apples out there? Absolutely, I do. So we'll see. And when it's all said and done, we'll see.
Oh my.
That's all we can do is keep on keeping on.
That's true.
And, but, you know, don't take nothing at face value. That's problem number one. If somebody tells you something, don't just accept it. Research it yourself and find out on your own. And put the time in to double check stuff, because you'll learn so much doing it. So, but yeah, I tell you what, Carrie, I'm fixing to let you have you live. I'm fixing to get off here. My kids are going to be home in just a minute, and they're going to disrupt everything. So let me get ready for them to come in, because they only have a half a day today. And anytime now they're going to be popping up. So I'm going to let you guys finish out your conversations. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Everybody, please go. If you haven't subbed to Carrie's Musings, please subscribe, so that when he goes live in a few minutes, y'all can drop in there. Carrie, I probably will not be in there because of the kids coming home, but I just wanted to let you know. That way nobody has to be, you know, nobody's upset. I come and go in them all the time. I stay pretty busy. I've got 2 knuckleheaded, hard-headed kids.
I probably won't go on because, like I said, Kelly's coming on. I've got a lot of doctor stuff I got to do.
Casey, that is a lot of the issue. You have to research, and not only do you not have to research, but you got to research in the right places. Google is censoring the search results, so you need a VPN or something to do your research with, so you can actually get right results.
Use DuckDuckGo.
No, DuckDuckGo's compromised. Use Brave.
Still better than Google.
Yeah, but Brave is a really good search engine. And there's never been anybody really that I've heard say anything negative about them so far. So, but DuckDuckGo was paid pretty good money to censor results too, and they did take the money. So, guess what? They totally lost all of their clout then, for me.
I miss that.
Yeah, they got caught. They got caught just like some of the mainstream media got caught. They got caught.
Yep.
They were paid by big tech to censor results. Yes, especially about the election. So, yes.
Love of money.
Yep. Everybody needs it.
Yep.
And they're willing to do. There's a lot of people in this world that's willing to do whatever it takes to get it. And I just don't appreciate and like money that daggum much. I'm sorry.
No.
It's a necessity. We have to have it. Beyond that, I could care less. Deuce asked me a question the other day. He said, what kind of mansion do you see yourself living in like 5 years? And I looked at him and I was like, I don't care. Because I don't care to live in that kind of environment. I don't care for it. I don't want it. I don't care about the money. All it does is make people evil. You have to have it to live. I get that. But an excessive amount of it is something I would not want.
It's the more you want it that hurts.
I just don't care for it. If me and Deuce are comfortable, that's all I care about.
Right.
And that's the way it is. And he's good at making sure that we stay comfortable. And he stresses himself out to the utmost because of it. But the cool thing is, at least he gives a damn. At least he's a man with 2 kids that are not his, and he gives a damn.
That's good.
Not everybody has it like that. So I was very blessed. Very, very blessed. God was in this from the get-go, because I couldn't have got a better man. And I'm just going to tell you straight up. The way he is with my kids, yes, I got it. So, yep, everybody, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for y'all support. I will be live again soon. But take care of yourself. Pray for each other. Keep each other uplifted. And I'll see y'all in a little bit. And Carrie, I'm fixing to end the stream, so it's going to kick you out.
Okay. Well, good enough. Good, everybody. Love y'all. Now, just keep watching my screen. Watch it.
Carol says, any man can be a father, but it takes a better man to be a daddy. You're absolutely right. Okay, and then Virtual, my mansion is in heaven. I don't want one here on earth, right? Or one. Yeah, and one that you have to keep clean. You guys take care. I love y'all. We'll talk to y'all later.
Hi, all.